Hello, hello. Not quite sure what exactly I'm going to do today and what I'm not going to do today, but I thought I'd come back and carry on. So I have done one thing. I cut some strips of card. Again, it's the same card that I've been using, and I cut it 3 inches wide, the same as the tag for the front, because I know it's going to fit in the pockets. And then I just kind of backed some of those pieces that might make tags. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with these as yet. They're not all going to go into pockets. I backed that one the wrong way round, as you can see. But these are the start of some ephemera to go into this book. What I've also done is I found a piece of page in the book. I've cut a little tab, and I'm going to put this on here like that, ready. I think I'm going to glue that down so that's in place. And what I want to do today is make some labels using some stamps, okay, ready to decorate a little bit more. I have a habit of starting a sentence and not finishing it, and I do apologise. My head just kind of goes off and forgets what I'm doing. Now I am going to put an eyelet and a dangle on there, but I'm not going to do that yet because I want to do some sewing. I just wanted a little tab on there. The other thing I did was I used one of the words, plant. I've inked it with black around the edge, and I've put that on a piece of cardboard. That's going to go there. I want to sew this before I put that on cardboard. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around each of these 2 pieces so we can finish the kind of prep for our front cover. Okay, so those are done. I've got a bit of cardboard here. I'm going to use this to mount this top piece, because that's just, I don't know, it seems to have become a bit of a habit. Hello cat. Right, now this piece is going to go on here. It's a very, very similar process to what we did with the kit. I'm just trying to obviously show you that you can do very similar things without. Right, I like that. That's going to go there. Add that. Okay, I mean there's lots of ways that this could be elaborated further. Fabrics, laces, trims, all sorts of things. I'm just trying to keep it reasonably simple. It's still, you know, there's still a lot of work involved. And once you've got these basic ideas, you can just run with it and do lots and lots of new things with it yourself. I'm going to add a little bee to this, just a garment pin, so that will go it will go on there like so. I have inked all the way around these tags, but that's pretty good, I think. Lots of colour, lots of interest. Still lots more we can do to that. This is obviously going to be mounted a little bit higher. Okay, so let's move on to making some labels and things. I'm still getting my head around how I'm going to put this together. I kind of know how. Still using pages from the book. This particular page had lots of plain space, so I'm using that. That's where you can see I cut my tab out from. Now, I have this little book of stamps which came from Tim Holtz. Okay, and there's different sizes in there, so that's good. We're going to use that possibly. And I have these stamps that I got from Signet Stamps on Etsy, things like postage on and whatever. I'm going to use some of those. Just going to put those back. I'm going to be using Archival inks for this, so I've got my Archival inks, and I've got a baby white because a few of these print that inside bit, so I'm just going to give that a clean and make sure there's no ink on there. Okay, right, let's get started. This is a bit of a nightmare because I've had a few practice runs at this, and I can't line them up for love nor money, not a bit, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to start with a bit of barn door. Okay, stick my stamp on, ink that up. It doesn't look like there's any. Going to ink that up. Now, if I press hard enough to get ink all over the stamp, I also get ink in the middle there. So I'm going to just clean that as best I can. Oh. Okay. So I've got some stamps. Okay. They don't necessarily fit on here particularly well, but I'm going to give it a try because I want to use some labels. Okay, I found some other vintage stickers. I just can't, I can't seem to get this to work. So these are Cavallini and Co. So I've got stickers. You can use labels, you can use stamps if you've got them. I'm going to try and stamp some of my vintage stamps out just to see how they work. I'm gonna have a little look at what I've got. I'm gonna try and stamp here, and this is always like, as soon as I try and stamp it in somewhere, it goes wrong. That's not too bad, not too bad. I can take that. Right, I'm gonna do one with red ink in the blue too, I think. I would have preferred to stamp these, but it just wasn't happening. Okay, so that's one. Now I've got some little teeny tiny numbers, so I'm gonna try those on here, and I'm gonna go red again. Not bad. Not bad, actually. Very pleased with that. That's okay. That's okay, not too bad. Right, I'm going to do a test of one of these, and I'm going to use my black, jet black for that. Let's try it out. Brilliant, love that. So this is the front, and that's the back. So I'm going to put a stamp there and a stamp. That's going to be pretty much covered up. So let's go up the top there. Oh. These are Tim Holtz. These are Tim Holtz stamps. So I'm going to add a few random numbers. I found a new stamp, which I didn't know was actually in this Tim Holtz set. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that, and hopefully I can get a stamp. Let's go back for that red. Oh. Oh, that's not bad. It's okay. Right, that's going to do. That's going to do. I'm going to cut these out. A couple of the ones that are not too bad. Yeah, I think that red really kind of breaks that up a bit. And then we've got our 2 stamps, which is nice. I know they're the same, but I'm okay with that. Okay. That didn't go quite to plan, but we have some stamps on here. And we have... I'm back, and it's tomorrow. It was yesterday, everything you've seen up until this point. I kind of had to stop because I was getting quite frustrated. Nothing seemed to be going right. So I just took a break, stopped, did some other things yesterday, and I'm coming back to it today, and I had much more success. I'm going to show you what I did. I'm just going to insert here. That's the labels I've now managed to create. And I used the Signet stamps. I'm going to show you, I'm in an hour about whether I should actually show you what I did, but I think I'm going to. I really mutilated them, to be fair. I just wanted, you know, the outline, and I think it's because I pushed too hard in the middle, although I tried the stamping platform and I just could not get a good label yesterday. So these 3 particular stamps, I actually removed them from the backing, as you can probably tell here. I removed them from the backing. And first of all, I tried to use this. It's a little tool for carving stamps. I tried, it wouldn't remove any of the stamp. So I literally took a knife. I took a knife to them and a pair of scissors, and I cut the middles out, and they work fabulously. They work absolutely fabulously. I think the Tim Holtz ones I've got are a lot bigger than these, but I think they are only the outline. So I might have a go with those again, the bigger ones. Some of these I haven't used yet. Some of them I don't have the issue with. So, you know, I just kind of carved up them. I really apologise for that. But if anyone else is having issues, this comes out with a pair of scissors. I used... Where are they? Of course, they're not here. I used my tiny little fussy cut scissors. They're actually for embroidery cottons, but I used those and they work fabulously. And then they're all cut out and they're fabulous. Love them. These are a great size, So you saw me yesterday kind of add some stamping and add some labels. There's still maybe things that I want to do with some labels, so I'm just going to have a little look through. And this one, for example, I'd kind of like something else here. Maybe here it seems to be a bit plain, like that maybe, over here, or even down here. Yeah, I think that's quite good. I'm going to move these aside and just maybe add a few more. Now, some of my stamps were perfect size, but the label is a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just overhang that. I found another page, as you could tell by my picture, another page that didn't have a ton of image. There was a lot of blank space. So that worked out well. I think that would be good because we're going to have some stitching. And just trim this. Still got a little room for the stitching to go along there. So that, you know, that makes a big difference, I think. Right, this one is quite green as well, obviously, because it's the other side. And I did quite a few green. I think I'm going to add that one. And I'm still only working on inking the edges. I'm not inking everything that I'm adding. Because if you think about it, when I create a digital kit, for example, I don't fake ink everything I add to the page. So I'm not doing that here either. And I'm going to move that in again because there's going to be a little bit of stitching go down the outside there. That makes all the difference, I think. I really do. And then I'll see what more needs to be added here. So I'm just going to go through these, add a few more labels, and then I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch me glue every single thing down. And then I'll come back and we'll have a look at what else we can actually do. Right, much happier with those. There's still maybe things that I do to this and that, because the front is the one thing I'm not quite sure about as yet. I do really think this needs something else, maybe something red up there to balance that out. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it for now. Just going to leave it for now. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this one. That one was not a sticker, so I'm not going to be able to remove that label. I'm going to have to glue over it, but hey ho, that's all right. Beauty of collage. Perfect. Right, I'm happier with that. Much happier with that. Okay, that is the end of today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.